Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing? I hope we're doing well today. Welcome, Obodo fam. What's going on? I've not gone live, Egbami. Have I gone live? I've gone live, Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me? I don't know what's happening. Without the Kinompe, without my intro. I don't know. The music of my intro is being challenged by I don't know copyright people. One day, oh. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I'm so used to my intro that without that intro, I don't even know what I'm doing. Welcome. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Sheda Daniel. I hope everybody is well. Thank you so much, Obodo fam. I salute you. I heart you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of September. Slowly but surely, the year is coming to an end. Ǹlẹ́ o, ẹ káàbọ̀. Aunty Lydia, ṣé dáadáa ni mà? Ǹlẹ́ o, Nneka, Kedukodi, welcome. Ajowe salute. Can you hear me well? These children keep messing around with my studio. They will not allow my table to rest. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome. Diplomat, welcome. Stella Maris, welcome. Ajowe salute. So Yvette, how are you? Are you still here? Or you came in earlier and left your comments and then left? Okay. Adaize is asking a question. Do pastors teach anger management during couples counseling? Or is it all about submission? That's a really, really good question. Yeah. Emotions are your mates. Ola used to say that emotions are not your mate though. Uzo, how are you, love? Welcome. Unlimited Grace, I see you. Welcome. You. Faith Vibes. Moki Gbogbo yin o. Thank you so much, everybody. I have a lot to cover tonight, so let's just jump into it. Tonight, we are talking about two different things. The video I posted today, I wish I did it on a live stream. I wanted to, but at that time, I couldn't do it because I was busy. Right? So I'm not going to dwell too much on it, but I would like to touch on it briefly because I think it's relevant. So those short videos, the problem with those short videos is that they are very short and it doesn't give me the time or the opportunity to be able to say everything. So I was just literally reacting to that video. I wasn't even doing it like word for word. That uncle said quite a lot in that video. And to be honest, I'm not surprised. Let's start with that video. The video of somebody that was doing reaction to the issue of Hassan and Sarah. Knowing, as a Nigerian woman myself, growing up in Nigeria and knowing how patriarchy Nigeria is, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. Sometimes you're optimistic though. You are optimistic to think that, okay, attitudes are changing. People are getting on with it and knowing that, okay, ìgbà tó dé là ń lò ó. This is a new society, social media era, whatever. And things have to evolve. People have to change. But as we all know, change is not something. Change now your mates. My people, change not be your mate though. Change is nobody's mate. We don't like changes at all. No, we don't. We wrestle with it. We struggle with it. We don't like it. People want things, especially when it's in their favor. When something is in your favor, you want it to remain the same permanently. Shangba. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My love for you is real. Say that uncle's video is a typical Nigerian man's impression of women. Yes, it's not every Nigerian man, to be fair, but I would say a lot, majority. I would say, especially those who've not have any kind of foreign exposure. Okay, some of our brothers here, someone like brother Beno, who comes here all the time to talk to us. He's very, very open and honest about these things. And that's one thing. I really, really celebrate him for that. I appreciate men like that because he's honest, brutally honest. Yeah. And it tells it as it is. It tells you that when I was in Nigeria, I don't know how to enter kitchen. Me on work kitchen. As a Yoruba man that I am, I believe this is my duties in marriage because this is how we were raised, this is how we were socialized, right? So people have roles. The thing about gender in Nigeria is that it will take a long time. We are on that path now, but I think it will take another generation before we even get to a place where we are talking of equality. Hmm? Honestly, we are making noise about equality every day, but I tell you, till tomorrow, the average Nigerian man does not have a son. He believes that he never start, he never born Pekin. It starts from how you take boys and girls, the children that you have. If you believe that female children are of less value, that your sons are higher, they are more important. Hmm? That they are superior to your female children. That is where it starts. Let's be honest. Whenever I say that, I remember Ola is in my head. I remember him because he would say, "Oh, I want truth tellers. Let's say the truth." We have to say the truth. Jale Barawa. We have to say the truth. So I want truth tellers. Let's say the truth. My people, that is where it starts because socialization starts from birth. Okay? When we are born, our parents from generation to generation, Nigeria, I can't speak about any other African country. I'm a Nigerian, I can speak about Nigeria. Anywhere you come from in Nigeria, women are made to feel like they are less than girls are meant to feel like they are less than their brothers. So I mean, for the average Nigerian, let's even see the ones that are not even they don't even have the gift of having an education. Some of these brothers actually believe that women are put on this planet to serve them. So, what are your duties as a woman? I'm talking very broadly now. I'm talking generally now. Okay, it's not everybody. Okay, because I've seen some amazing, when I say amazing, amazing Nigerian men who do not think this way, right? But let's be they are very few and far in between. The average Nigerian man believes that, you know, he's superior to a woman. Okay? So, the ones that don't even have the gift of exposure, education, whether formal education or informal education, because education is not only formal, right? There's informal education. Okay? They believe that, the duty of a woman is to knock me when I'm ready for the knocking, have my children, and make sure you are giving me male children. You dare not give me more than one or two female children, the rest must be male. It is your duty to make sure I have somebody to pass my lineage to, who will carry my name. Take care of the home for me. Make sure the home is well taken care of. Cook, clean, and respect me. Respect all my family members. Okay? Make sure that, you train the children. I will do the barest minimum because I'm the provider. All right? And make sure that you are humble and just stay in your position. Má kọjá àyè o. Má kọjá àyè. Do not overstep. Don't overstep your boundaries. Do we still have people like that in this day and age? Absolutely. We do. We have them. There are plenty. If you don't believe me, go to TikTok. Go and listen to that, the man, that uncle. They say his name is Okolawon for Larry. Go and see the comment section. And may I add to this by saying that there are women who are also in this WhatsApp group that I'm mentioning to you. Okay? There are women who believe that a woman's place is to serve her husband, be subservient to him, make sure you're honoring him, respecting him, cook and clean, and walk on eggshells around him. You're not supposed to have an opinion. If he's cheating or doing anything, take it. Do you know why? Because your mothers took it, your grandmothers took it, so you have to take it as a good wife. And the duty of making the house or the home run smoothly and effectively rests on you as a woman. All the man have to do is to make sure he's bringing him money. I say this all the time. Those of you who are my regular subscribers and you're always here with me when we have this conversation, I told you that when I was growing up, I wanted to be a boy. Honestly, maybe if you back in the day in Nigeria, if it was possible for you to choose your gender, maybe I would have chosen to be a boy. Do you know why? I could see that my brothers were able to get away with literally everything. So we'll be at home. Me and my sisters will be cooking. My mother is not at home. We will not dare to go out. Even when we go out, we have to run back because mommy will soon come back. And we need to cook. We need to make sure every chore is done. We need to make sure we take care of our brothers, we take care of our father, we take care of everything. What would my brothers do? They will go and play football. And when they are coming back, they'll be shouting from outside, where's my food? Where's my food? So, are we surprised? See, this thing, this conversation, people are not even ready for it. They are not ready. That's the truth. They are not ready. They are not ready at all. So, in my child's mind, as a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, 12-year-old young girl, I already started questioning these things. So I was like, why can my brothers be getting away with so much and I have to be the one that is serving them? I was questioning it, but because of the way I was raised and, being in Nigeria and all that, it's not to say that some men don't cook, because I also know some family members who had only sons. And because their mothers had no daughters, they had no choice. There are also some families where there are boys and girls, and the parents make the boys learn how to do these things. But again, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but there are exception to the rule. Exception. If I'm lying or you think I'm incorrect, please, feel free to come and challenge me. This is a conversation. I'm trying to set this foundation so that we can understand when we hear these rhetorics about, oh, women are this, men are this, women are this, men are this, you will understand where it is coming from. It is coming from a deeply rooted place of, power. As a man, there's a level of power that just being born, by the virtue of you being born, by a stroke of luck or genetics or whatever you want to call it, being born as a male in Nigeria is a privilege. Yes. You have a lot of privileges. You are respected. Women are supposed to respect you. And there's nothing wrong in that. I'm not against, respecting people. I say it all the time here that even my children, they challenge me. As long as they are respectful in the way they challenge me, I listen. I'm open to that, to have the conversation. Okay, these are your grievances. State it. I will state my own. We'll have a conversation. So everybody deserves to be respected. It is only when the scales are in balance like this. That's why you now see people are saying, all these women, modern day women, Gen Z, all this. Do you know why? Because this thing has been ongoing for too long. It's been ongoing for too long. Dr. Omera said, at 13, I prayed for three boys because I saw women in Cameroon and their maltreatment. Hmm, my dear, I just believe that every human being should be respected. Oyibo, they respect even their pets. They respect their pets. If pets can be respected, why is it a problem for we humans to respect one another? Please, why? Why is it a problem? So this earlier on this year, this post I'm showing you was from earlier on this year. I keep referring to it. This was 7 months ago. Yeah, I posted this on my community page here on YouTube, and I said, this is what I said on that post. Let me read it to you guys. I said, emotions. Let's master them in 2023 or risk ruining good relationships. Emotions. I salute emotions. I say, let's master them in 2023 or risk ruining good relationship. And I listed them because I realized that we are not taught about emotions when growing up. And even to today, even on my comment section today, the video I posted earlier, and somebody was accusing me and saying, you are doing exactly what the man accused you of doing. You are emotional in your response. Black men like to accuse black women of being emotional. Mm. Definitely, women are more emotional than women are more expressive with their emotions than men. We know that. It's not that men are not emotional, or maybe they are not. I don't know. I'm not a man, but I know that women express their emotions more. But is it to say that men lack emotions completely? Because the issue that made that uncle to do that story or the video was about emotions. It was about anger. It was about rejection. It was about fear, sadness. Okay? Name them: anxiety, shame, guilt, contempt, embarrassment. Who will hear that my wife has left me? How can my wife leave me? Loneliness, envy, jealousy, disappointment, loathing. These are all emotions. But how many of us are aware of these emotions, or even are we ready to learn how to navigate these emotions? That's why you hear a lot of people these days talking about emotional intelligence. Emotions are real. Because you don't know how to express it or you don't say it does not mean that you don't feel it. Women feel shame, men feel emotions is not even selective of gender. They don't know, they don't care. These things are human. They can come to anybody depending on what you are going through. So that uncle came on that video and said quite a lot. He said quite a lot about women. Yeah. Samolu said women are emotional. Yeah. Women are emotional because we express our emotions more. They say men are logical. I'm not seeing that logic in a lot of men these days. I'm not going to lie. I can't see much of that logic. I cannot see it. So he said quite a lot, and he was talking about hypogamy and, why women would like to be taken care of. Of course, women will love, the average Nigerian woman wants to be taken care of, or the average woman generally, whether you are black, red, yellow. Every woman wants to be taken care of, or most women would like to be taken care of. But hypogamy is not something that happens when you've already married. It's something before marriage that you decide, okay, oh, I don't want to marry so and so person in so and so position socially because of so and so. It's not when you are in marriage that the scales now turn, that you now decide, okay, it's hypogamy. I'm doing hypogamy now. Mm-mm. It doesn't work like that. Remember that this matter that we've been talking about is about a couple that got married in Nigeria, had 4 children in Nigeria, and had another one in America, making it 5. Let me tell you what made me sad the most about that video. There is nowhere. Okay, he said it once, just once, and he didn't dwell on it. Oh, what he did is wrong. Deleting someone is wrong. But he didn't dwell on it. He didn't what I wanted to hear him say is, irrespective of what you are going through, a woman give you woto woto. Deleting somebody is never the answer. Please do not delete someone. Never did he say that. He just mentioned it in passing. Then go and see the comments. Hi, Chineke na God. Chineke na God. Go and see the comments. Even women in the comment section, I don't know why I went to look at the comment though. Somebody on my Instagram said that if you see the comment, you'll be discouraged. So I went to TikTok with my 2 left leg to go and read comments. I wish I didn't. It broke my heart, to be honest. I thought we were making progress, but I realized that we've not scratched the surface yet. We've not. Even women were there saying that if it's me, I will do the same thing. I will do the same thing. When they frustrate you, they disrespect you. I'm like, okay, yes, there are women that frustrate men. There are women that disrespect men. There are women that make money and stop. Maybe Sarah did it. I don't know. I was not in their lives. But are we justifying unliving human beings now? And you now see the women, they will not say and say, but ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break this to you, but there is no but when it comes to human life. There are no buts. When you say but, you spoiled it. Please do not use any buts. Although I do not support this kind of behavior, but no. Don't support it, period. Because if it was your sister, you won't put that but there. Oh. You see, that man was saying women are this. He was calling women some unprintable names. And the one that comes to mind, I'm not going to play the video anymore. He said that women are brutal. Women are very brutal. I wanted to ask him, Uncle, is your mother brutal? Because I know for the average Nigerian man, see the way they talk about women. When they are talking about women like that, especially the people that run with this rhetoric about women are this, with Nigerian women are this, Nigerian women are that. Don't bring your wife abroad. Don't do this. In their mind, they're only talking about romantic relationship. Their own mother and sisters are exempted, though. They are not included. Okay? They are usually not included in that narrative. Oh. Don't, if you talk about their mother, Jesus, Otishe, you've done something that, they will be so mad. How dare you talk about my mother? How dare you talk about my mother? But your mother is a woman, and you said that women they are very brutal. That's what you said. The video has gone viral. A lot of people, Nigerian men, have found their Andrew Tate and what was the other one that deleted on top of a woman? Kevin Samuels. They found their Kevin Samuels. Oh, Jesus Christi. Chai. They found Kevin Samuels. And you should see all of them in the comment section. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. So it's pulling a lot of crowd now because this is what they want to hear. All right? And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. When something favors you, would you want it to change? You will never want it to change. The culture, the religion, traditions all across Nigeria have raised our brothers that we love so dearly to see themselves as demigods. The ones who should be bowed to, honored, respected, irrespective of what they do. Just accept it as a woman. Just accept it. He can cheat, bring his girlfriends home, do whatever he likes, have baby mamas everywhere. It's allowed. It is very, very allowed. As a good woman, you are supposed to just say, "Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming home." Serve him his food. Don't question him. Are we ever going to make any progress on this matter? I don't think so. Not at this stage where people are still saying, "I will do the same." If men, some brothers are saying these things, and it won't hurt me as much as women, our fellow women. Some very seriously damaged, psychologically damaged women with zero self-esteem. When we talk about women who lack esteem, they don't see any self-worth, they don't see any value in their life. They believe that they were placed in this world to, be a missus. That is all God has created them to be. Those are the kind of women you see in the comment section. When women are saying, "If it's me, I will do the same thing." If it's you, you will delete another human being because they said, or because they were disrespectful, because they frustrate you. So I asked the question, I say, what about all these men that our own women have brought to the abroad? Okay? Yeah, they pick me. D, God bless you. They pick me. It's the pick mix. We have several situations. You will know somebody in your life. I know many that have come on this show, married from Nigeria and brought them here, and they got their papers and left. So what are the women supposed to do? They didn't just leave, they left, and they left them with the kids to raise alone. Àwọn yẹn ńkọ́? Are they not human beings? But these women, they will wake up every day and get on with it because of their children. Some of them don't even bother whether the man is looking back, whether he's coming to check on the children, whether he's sending money for child support. Some don't even bother. It's only some that will say, in America, for instance, say you must pay child support. Men are supporting men, women are supporting men. A lot of women supporting. Yeah. Babe, I'm on the live show. I'll call you back, yeah? Okay, I'll call you back. Yeah. That's it too. Now what we see with that. Let me see what comment section is very busy. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Adam must say women are not respected in Nigeria. The last time I was in Nigeria, I was checking out some hotel recommended by my driver. The staff in reception kept addressing him and not me. Chimamanda said that now. Remember, in her book or in one of her talk, I can't remember where I heard her saying it. Chimamanda said that she went out with a friend, and when the waiter came, he greeted the friend, the male friend, and didn't greet her. When they got to the car park, when they got to the restaurant, the people that were parking, the security people that are parking the cars, they greeted the guy and didn't greet her. Even to today, when you get to a restaurant, you see when they bring a bill, if you go out with a group of friends, and even if you are 3 girls and 1 man, when the bill comes, they will slide it to the man. I'm not surprised. Yeah. They are not getting on with the program to know that women have their own agency now. And gone are the days when, these things are not gender-based anymore. It is opportunity-based. It's not gender-based anymore. If your wife came abroad before you, the possibility is that she's going to be more established, have a better paying job, educated herself, and more than you that is just coming. So that is opportunity. It's not gender. If you are just coming, you need to work a little bit harder, give it some time to be able to get to that level. How are we going to make people feel like money is not the only value that is required in marriage? How are we going to explain this, that there is so much more in a marriage apart from money that women will consider as value? I said it on my Instagram page today. I said, you know what? Somebody made a comment and said, my husband was doing better than me when we got married. He was earning more, but he lost his job. And now, for a number of years, I'm the one that is, the breadwinner. But I still respect him. So I said to her, I said, you know what? God will bless you. God will honor you. If only we can make our brothers understand that marriage is a collaboration. And money is not the only value you can bring into marriage. In my last show, I told you guys that if you love a woman, if you love her hard enough the way she wants to be loved, she go submit everything to you, including her paycheck. All the women that say, I cannot give him money, oh, I cannot do this, oh, nah lie. They never see love. When love enter woman head, you go collect. You go collect. You say go, you go no. So that brings me to the issue of Kiki. So there was a lot of generalization on that uncle's video, talking about women in a very generalized way. He said the Okonje whalers and the Ngozi whalers and all the women that are making the ministers there, they are few. They don't exist anymore. No, they are not few. They are actually very many. The Okonje whalers and the God bless her soul, Dora Akunyuli, they were privileged, or they are so blessed to be married to men who are secured, men who can, they can clap when their wives are winning. They are there and they are okay to be on the sideline, just clapping and pushing. Some men are the ones that even push their wives. I don't see the vice president of the United States of America, the husband, complaining that how come you are the vice president? How dare you be the very first female vice president of a whole United States of America when I'm here? I don't see that. I don't see that. Brothers, please, you need to get to that position where you understand that money is not the only value in marriage. Okay? There is so much more that you can bring in as well, even if you didn't have more, that will make the woman know that, yes, we're in this together. And I'm not saying that women who make more should look down on their husband. I know there are women who do that, okay? Because somebody will bring that. And say, but some women, when they make money, they don't have respect. Yes, it's a real thing. Yes, the character of a person comes out when they have money. Some women have money and that's it. You are a goner. So instead of that uncle saying that, oh, don't raise make sure you don't raise make sure you don't, what was that language that he used, Seth? Don't upgrade a woman. Don't upgrade a woman. Don't upgrade a woman more than yourself. No. Uncle, you are stuck in the dark ages. Nobody needs anybody to upgrade them anymore. Maybe in Nigeria, in this generation, in the Gen Z era in 2023, everybody have opportunities to upgrade themselves. Chat moment, God will bless you. Queen, is it not somebody that married Queen of England? He was in the shadows and they were happily, at least to the best of our knowledge. I know how they were happy because once the husband, Prince Philip, passed like this, how many months it take for our queen to delete? It not take long again. African men, I beg now. I'm begging nítorí Ọlọ́run. Please, allow your women to shine in peace. And if she's shining too much and she's lost her respect, or she's not doing what she's supposed to do or respecting you, you can walk away and divorce her. Let's not allow it to get to the point where now we are talking of unlifing people. Don't justify it. If you're saying but, no, there's no but. So he was roping a lot of women together, basically painting women as the same in one brush. Obey, be subservient, be subordinate. You have to control. You don't need to lose your control. Women are this, women are that. It is okay. May God help us to manage our emotions. Please teach your sons to respect women. Teach them that women and men are different, but God created us equally. The Bible that I study as a Christian woman tells me that male and female, he made them. He didn't tell me that he made man more superior to a woman. I don't believe that a man is more superior to me. I say it all the time. And thank goodness I'm not married to a man who believes that he's superior to me. I believe in equality, but I believe that our roles are different. We are not the same in terms of the way God has made us, both physiologically, physically, mentally, name it. But we are equally made as human beings. That's what I believe in. People don't like me because I say men and women are equals. That's your cup of tea. I don't give a flying frying pan about whether you like me or not. I'm not looking for likability, like I said. Because if I was looking for likability, I would not be doing DV. I will be doing shows that will stroke your egos or be pandering to you so that you will like me. I don't want you to like me. Don't like me. Do the right thing for the people in your life. Because at the end of the day, I'm over here. I'm good. I'm not married to a man that sees me as a lesser human being. I'm married to a man who respects me as much as I respect him as well. He doesn't see me as you are trying to unshine. In fact, my husband thinks that this African saying that behind every successful man there's a woman. He also believes that behind every successful woman there is a man. So yeah, it is possible. Money is about, it's not gender based. It's only in Africa that people think that a man should always have money more than woman. Mm-mm. Money is all about opportunity, access, okay? And anybody can have it. Anybody can have that access. Anybody can have that opportunity. So if you do yourself a favor to work in collaboration, when you are collaborating as a couple, then you will not have it's not you against me against you. When you start doing me against you in a marriage, wahala ló bá dé o, you are not together. That's why you see one another as competitors instead of collaborators. Okay. Lydia, yeah, that's what Daddy used to say. In fact, when he wrote something for me, oh my God, if I can read it to you what he wrote, I didn't even know he valued me that much. My 50th birthday last year, he wrote something for my program. I read it. Ori mi de wu. He said, behind every successful woman, there is a man. I'm like, oh my God. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. We are humans. We have our issues. But fundamentally, the values that we have in terms of all these equality things, especially, aligns. You already know, doing the work that I do, that I could not be with somebody who tries to control me. It will never call work. Call work. Doesn't mean that I disrespect him or I don't honor him as my husband or I don't value him. No, no, it doesn't. So, we women, lastly, before I move on to Kiki, I'm just going to say to you, be mindful, okay? Because pride, sometimes you can be proud without knowing it. And money can bring on the personality that you never knew you had. So, if you are a driven woman, you are a very, very competitive woman, and you are a hardworking woman, very ambitious. That's another thing we need to look at. Some women are very ambitious. Some women are not ambitious. Some men are very, very, very ambitious. Some men are not ambitious. They are just okay. And that's all right. So if you're an ambitious woman, driven, and you want to break all the ceiling or whatever they call it, lining of everything in your career, is good. But please have accountability friends around you who can keep you in check. so that when pride start to set in and you feel like you are too this now, and you start to see, because someone was saying something that I value, that was saying that sometimes we need to look at the things that are making these men think these women are so so and so. Pride is one of them. Okay, pride. Okay, money brings a kind of personality that you never knew you had, because money is access. Maybe you used to manage to look for money to buy economy, now you are flying first class. You couldn't travel before, now you are going all over the world. You grew up in a face me and face you house, all of a sudden you are buying houses in America. It can change the way you see yourself and the way you see the people in your life. Please, women, let us keep that in check. Okay, please be mindful of that. Be very very mindful of that. Nobody deserves, to be deleted on life, but let us be mindful so that ego or pride or see finish no can enter just because you see money. Please, brothers, if you enter still, still rich now, just waka go. I'm not saying no easy. Waka go. I beg. All right, that's what I'm going to say about that. I stayed longer, 40 minutes. Jesus, give us a thumbs up, guys. I didn't know I was going to stay this long on that matter, but I needed to just express what was on my mind. So a lot of Nigerian men are hyping him now. Obviously, a lot of Nigerian men in Nigeria and some in the diaspora. You might want to go and see if the person you are dating is there. Some of you are very driven women, very ambitious women. You know what I advise you, if you live in the diaspora, please date people from other race. So start looking outside your race. Stop looking at black men alone. Yes, stop. There are good black men, amazing Nigerian men out there, but there are few and in between in terms of those whose egos are not too inflated or too bloated to think that because you have money now, you want to tell me what to do. You want to go to you want to tell me no. Look at other races. Go and date Igbo people. It's not that they are perfect, but they don't have the same all this wahala of you are looking down on me. You are this ego and pride. Oyibo don't have it. Yes. I never knew it would come to this stage when I would say it, but I'm saying it with my full chest now. Yes. 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 Look outside. Look outside Nigerian men. Look outside African men or black men. Because the way where some black men say they put black women down, I never see them. So I will do a video and somebody will be telling me that we should look at Asian women, the way they do, they have good jobs, but they don't do this, they don't do this. Will you keep quiet? Have you ever seen any videos up and down on social media with Kevin Samuel blasting black women and running them down and rotate and all of them? Always tearing black women down. Now, black men, they always tear. Now, make us no get respect. Word over. Some of them. Yeah. Now, make us no get respect. Because Yoruba ni on wanila nani. When you don't respect what you have, nobody will respect us. You don't respect us. So what do you expect the world to say? They call us angry. When una get small change, now go marry Oyibo. But when I struggle love, now one black woman to carry on for head. It's too much. Make una please. I'm teaching my sons. You must respect women. Please. Black men, please. Some of you that do these things, stop putting your women down. Until you start seeing the value in a black woman, other races and other cultures will not see it. Please raise your women up. Me obinu on your coffee break, me obinu. But I'm tired. I'm tired of what some of our brothers are doing. I'm tired. I'm tired. Oyibo will not show them pepper. J. I better leave that one. Oyibo will not show them pepper. All the ones that are married to Oyibo here, they have peace. Oyibo relationship is peaceful. If they don't want to do it, everybody waka. I beg. Because at the end of the day, now peace, now you need. It's more important. Peace is more important. Start dating out. If you are here and you are dating, and you're a very driven woman, please start dating outside your race. Start looking at Oyibo or any other men. I don't tire. With what I'm seeing now, I thought we could salvage the situation. We are learning and growing, and people are listening. Women are learning, men are learning. But I can see that we never even start. Ada, thank you so much for that super chat, my darling. I appreciate that. God will bless you. Mona go look for Yibo. Yes. Mona sue me. Call me out for it. I not care. Yes. Hmm? Jay said, Auntie B, if you see the comment section of women will say, I'm not paying those house rent or school fees. I was shocked. No, we'll go pay. If you cuckoo, they do 50-50. People, they do 50-50. If you do 50-50 in peace, it's better. Nobody no get issues. Everybody get issues. I'm not saying you both are perfect, but at least you will enjoy love. You enjoy affection. And the wahala of black people, our relationship wahala is too much. Oti koja ye is too much. That uncle stood there and was talking so much, and he did not for once encourage all the millions of men that are listening to him. I understand that some women are like this, but please don't allow your emotions to lead you on this path. He was there talking nonsense, and they praise him. You know how many people they follow him now? He don't blow. If you be single person here, you still they look for a black man. Now you know. Me, I said it before. I even told my husband, as if I was single before I came to the abroad. I don't go marry. I don't go marry. I don't go even date black man. I don't fit. That one too much. I don't tire. I don't tire. What we do? We they try. We they try. Now go cheat, go carry disease, come house, do everything. Women go still bear and they go they pray. Pastors go tell them say make they go pray. They go still go they pray for cheating husband. Yet una go still come here, capitalize on all of them. They curse all the women. Say we do this, we do this, we do this. Ada, God will bless you, Jare. Said my husband is one of the few Nigerian gentlemen, but if God brings me back, now outside my race, sorry. I thought you said your husband is good. Oh my God. Ah, Timothy said, I got lucky with my Nigerian man. The guy just a confident in himself. God bless Hobby for that. If I like, I go be UK Prime Minister. I will say, right on, baby. God will bless that your husband, Timothy. My Edo brother. Adafuan. We shall be well with you. No, one person's shine shouldn't stop the other person's one, honestly. Okay, let's get to Kiki now. Let us get to Kiki. What is happening with Kiki? Kiki is trending because she said something. Again, it goes back to what we are saying about how our people culturally perceive marriage. Hmm? Kiki was being interviewed by Toke Makinwa on her podcast. Na podcast, na be the next thing we go scatter Nigeria. Na podcast be the next thing. That one they call do so now they see him. The way when they run him mouth up and down. That man when they call do so. I don't know how women fit. No, he dey run him mouth anyhow for that in podcast. He dey talk anyhow. See, if you know that they do, you go do anything. Toba show ashiri, you do something. Now for that podcast, now you go open your yash. I hear say he get a dating app. All the people where they go that app, go do matchmaking. Now for that app, now you go announce all of them. They always talk rubbish for all those podcasts. They talk say why influencers no go marry, influencers this, nobody want marry influencers. I said, will you shut up? You when you no marry influencers, they no carry omo ale come for you. Omo ale no gbe wá sílé fún ẹ. Now influencer be your wife. Always chatting rubbish. You dey house, they bring omo ale for you, and you stay there they talk. I can't stand him. I'm sorry. I can't. He talks too much. A man, they talk too much like this. He too they talk. 17 say, leave they do for us. Say they also. He too they talk. That's why he talk one time saying get all the rich friends where they tell her how all these Nigerian women, what they do. Now, you always know what Nigerian women they do. You know they know what Nigerian men they do. All the secrets of Nigerian women and they do hand a day. But you don't know the secret of your own wife where you take your money marry, where you put for your house, where you go bring on more ale for him. You see, people when they do they mind other people business, they know they mind their own. Now they say bring on more ale for him. So picking when not be own. They can't knock and DNA paternity fraud. Now I tell and say, if you too know like this, how you take collect pest picking when not be your own? When you too know. The guy they vex me, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's talk about Kiki. Kiki had something to say about her marriage. Kiki is a young Nigerian comedian. Some of you might not know her. If you are not Nigerian, you might not know her. But she's funny. She's a very young girl. I don't know. She should be in her maybe early 30s or so. She got married very recently. I don't know the timeline. She has a child. And she was being interviewed in Tokemakiwa's show, and this is what she had to say.
Me for one, I tell women this: how will you be living in the house and you're not paying rent? For me, oh, it does not make sense. See, I'm living in this house. We are sharing the rent. On my birthday, fly me to Dubai. Fly me to Barcelona for my birthday. That's beautiful. Buy me a Fendi bag. Buy me a Christian routine, whatever. Beautiful. But that I'll be living in that house and not pay rent, it is not possible. So that when we want to fight, you carry chair, carry television, you carry the roof, I'll carry the floor. When we'll share everything, you call it for. You can't tell me get out of my house.
So Kiki is saying that she believes in sharing responsibility in marriage, right? Guys, give us a thumbs up, please. Give us a thumbs up if you're just coming. Subscribe if you are watching and you are not. If you cannot comment in the comment section, it means you are not a subscriber. Please subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. So this is a young comedian, lives in Nigeria. She's 33, right? God bless you. God's favorite. You've become my favorite now. Thank you, my darling. She said she believes in sharing responsibility in marriage. And in Nigeria, this is almost alien. That's why I wanted to paint that picture to you guys so that you can understand. Nigerian women, a lot of them, not all of them, but majority of them, including the person that is interviewing her, Tokemakiwa, believes that a man should do everything financial. All the financial responsibility and burden on the family should be shouldered by a man. And that's why some of them, when they are going through stuff, they cannot leave. Because who will pay the school fees? Who will pay the rent? But Kiki is saying, you know what? I'm not doing that. I want a marriage whereby, and the husband is quite young. Let me show you a picture of her and her husband. You saw it earlier on. They are very young people, right? In their 30s, right? She said, no. How can you be living in a house you're not paying rent? This idea is not, Nigerians are not there yet. Let's just say Nigerian men are not even there yet. Talk of women that like to collect. You could know I would like to collect. Nigerian men are not there because the average Nigerian man feels that the way they express their love and authority and superiority, in quotes, is by taking care of their family, spending money, paying rent, children's school fees. In fact, somebody showed me a video yesterday where I think I'll find the video and show you Murayo, one of the Your View woman. The husband was saying, "Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́, it is my duty." I don't agree with her, but I don't understand where she's coming from in terms of, but I have to be the one. I will not allow a woman to pay rent. I will not allow a woman to pay my children's school fees. I will play that video to you guys. So this is the narrative in Nigeria. So that's why I was asking that question. So if you come with this narrative to the abroad, all of you that are going to Africa, going to Nigeria to marry, if you bring somebody from the abroad where they believe that you as the husband, you should do everything. I'm not supposed to do anything. My job is to have children and take care of you. Don't you know that is a hell of a wahala now to try and reset their brain, to tell them, hey, Nigeria is different from the abroad. Culturally, the bills that you pay in Nigeria, they pay rent once in a year. That reminds me, my rent is due. Let me call my tenants to get my money ready. But yeah, you pay mortgage, you pay rent monthly, and it's a lot of money. In London now, one room goes for as far as £1,000 a month. Not bills included, you. One room. So you see, is the programming in Nigeria is completely different from what obtains in the diaspora. But a lot of people have problem with this. Okay? So, yeah, Kiekie is saying something that Nigerians are not ready for. I'm not surprised that she got a lot of backlash and a lot of people disagreeing with her, including men.
No, that's not have to be an adult. You can't tell me get out of my house. There's nothing like get out of my house. We are living together. And so because living together is like cohabitating, isn't it? And you have to be responsible. Imagine taking in a friend and then you have a chef, you have a cleaner, you have a dry cleaner, and then your friend is just waking up in the morning, eating, throwing their plates and their clothes everywhere in the house, and you're cleaning after them, you're paying for everything. It's no matter how much you love your friend, a time will come. Yeah. It might not even be financial. You might be having a bad time at work, and then you get home and somebody's just lying down there, and then the AC is on, and then Netflix is on, and like and then it just gets to that point. So in marriage, you cannot be. I told me it can't happen that you'll be paying all the rents, and I'll be living in this house, and in my house, somebody has a chef's bill, somebody has a nanny's bill, somebody has a cleaner's bill, somebody has a dry cleaner's bill. That's how it's done.
Sometimes if I default, he can help me, I can help him.
But you can decide to travel and come.
So she's saying shared responsibilities, shared ownership. That is what I can hear from what Kiekie is saying. Shared responsibilities, shared ownership. I have to share because I want to feel a sense of belonging. And somebody says she's from a wealthy home. I mean, it goes without saying. Hungry girls don't talk like this. They always say, how can I pay? You are the man, you should pay. They are the ones that always build men the most. They are the ones that always, you see those broke ones that come from their papa riding bicycle. God bless them. Bicycle is good. They are the ones that always be giving bill that their papa has never ever seen that kind of money before. But the people who grew up in money is not everything. I saw another video where she was talking about how she rejected a Range Rover car from a potential suitor because she didn't like the guy. She said the guy was giving her conditions that she has a shop where she does, tailoring or what they call it, fashion designing. And the guy was telling her that, how can you be my wife and you will not close your shop by 2 p.m.? So it's in the nuances. When you are dating somebody, this is something for you guys to take away from tonight's show. It's about what they are saying when you are playing, the kind of language, what they say. Kiekie said that the guy said, if you are my wife, what are you going to be doing in this shop? Who closes a shop by 2 p.m.? Even people that go to work, and do they finish at 2 p.m.? Schools, nursery gone, they don't finish at 2 p.m. But Nigerians are not ready for this conversation. No, they are not. The men are not ready because they feel like you are taking their power away from them. The women are equally not ready because a lot of women are dependent on a man. They like that, you pay, you be the one that will bring this, because maybe because of all the all the nonsense. I got you, Pastor, all the nonsense they are taking. This is the only way to make up for it. I don't know, but Nigerians are not ready.
Back and buy me a gift of $10,000. Beautiful. But that because you have the money, I will not allow you take, because there's respect in doing. There's a lot of respect in it. And that's another challenge in marriage. A lot of girls, see, every single girl likes to be taken care of.
True. Absolutely.
The most hardest worker of them all.
Absolutely.
Everybody likes to be taken care of. By the end of the day,
I mean, I admire, just hearing you say that, I really admire you because I've learned something also from that.
Somebody said that she and Tokes, they are complete opposites because Tokes is the one that's always preaching the baby girl life. I need to be taken care of. I need money. I need somebody to pay my bills. Kiekie is saying something completely different. And I'm glad she was listening and taking something from that. Because to be honest, women like being taken care of, but some women, they are not all about that. They are not all about that. Some women feel value in being able to contribute as well.
I'm not the kind of person that will share it.
No, I can't.
I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's beautiful.
But let me tell you what I am. I'm the kind of woman who a man would never have to worry about where his next meal is coming from.
Yeah.
I don't believe in collecting money for housekeep. I don't believe in it. I don't. I've had friends who've looked me in the face and thought that's a stupid way of thinking. I don't believe in I'm not that kind of a person. Like, I do it for myself.
Right.
If I go to the supermarket and I stock the fridge, it's for, then how much more if I'm married? So I don't know about women who write food lists. Like, nobody's judging. I mean, what works in your home works in your home.
True.
If it works for you, great.
I mean,
I'm
if
not
you
that
don't
person.
have genuinely,
I'm not
okay.
that person who would be like, month end, baby, this is house upkeep. That's not me. Do you get?
And women actually do that in Nigeria. They give them allowance to run the home. Okay? Yes, they do.
I would expect that some heavy lifting in the house. Like, I don't want to know what's going on with the generator. It's not my.
No, if it's I should not to lie. When they used to do changeover in our house, I don't know.
Do you get things like that? I feel like little. So what you can then do to reward the man, as you said, and I admire that. Maybe I should try that as well in terms of, what, rather than us saying, me, I'm just a different kind of weary. My only thought would be, Tobani Kinkoja de Ibo Mulo. If you go vex, I should park. Where are they parking to?
So where?
I don't understand. How?
In my house. Me, for one, I tell women this.
So yeah, that was it. That was the conversation. Very, very interesting conversation. But as we know, Naija, we are not ready. But Ben, I can see you. Yeah, yeah. Welcome. To you. Guys, give us a thumbs up, please. Give us a thumbs up. This is really, really interesting. So now you are beginning. This video will show you a little bit of, the dynamics between, what do they call it? Marriages in Nigeria. Oh my God, I'm not charging my laptop. What have these children done to my laptop? By me. Hold on, guys, please. I think my laptop is not charging. Come on, Lord. Where did they put my charger? Oh, crap. You say I should charge it too. This is giving us the dynamics of marriages. Nigerian marriages. Nigerian men, they pay, they pay. And most of them don't mind, to be honest. They don't mind. They do it. They don't mind. They don't mind. They do it because they feel like it's their responsibility. Like I said, I was going to show you. Okay, I think it's charging now. Yeah, it is a shake gun. Thank you. It's their responsibility to do this, to do that, because it's about power. If I don't do this, I'm not a man. But in the abroad, we know that trying to do that is like you are trying to buy. It's like you are trying to buy yourself. Trying to do that is not sustainable at all. Okay, so that one, no, it's not easy at all. So let's take some reactions. There are some people that reacted to what Kiekie said, and let's take that. The first person that reacted that I want to even talk about is this woman. She's an actress, and she's been saying quite a lot lately. I remember there's last week or so, Pastor K did a video, and this woman was all up talking about it. I guess that is the new way for people to trend in Nigeria. Just attack people who say something. When they are talking their own jeje, you just come and start attacking them. This auntie is saying quite a lot now. Right? So she was the first person that got on this bandwagon, and this is what she said. Where is it? Uche, I don't even know her name. Uche Bere. She was basically telling Kiekie, will you keep quiet? Why would you be splitting bills your husband? This is what she wrote. She split the whole good point. Then she said, so when they are splitting, oh God, I'm going to struggle to read this one. As in divorce or separation, the man will carry this, why she will carry that. So she's in the marriage and having the mindset of divorce. So she said that Kiekie was saying that because she has a mind of divorce or separation anytime, which isn't supposed to be so. Build your home on positivity, and that's it. God is on the wheel. And then Our gender always supporting one another jumped on it and said, real Uchebere. So many people prepare for divorce before getting married. This is where we are. We are here. We are here for divorce any day because they are already prepared for divorce. Any argument, mm, or misunderstanding, they are out and looking for who and where to start all over again, preparing for divorce. If you do not see husband again, they turn to waiting, snatchers. Oh, lesbos. Oh, I'm feminist. Ew, feminist Colette. The devil is really enjoying this our generation. The person that is writing this now, they feel if you see what she they go through, I'm still a missus is a big deal in Nigeria. So when they come online, this is how they get their validation and this is how they get their fulfillment for the shege. The shege that they are going to collect later. This is how they get it. Okay. Now the real Uche Berry come tell and say, so wrong mindset. Having a mind to fall in something automatically, the person will fail at the long run. Devil is really destroying this generation. May God have mercy. I beg everything that Kiki has said, you guys now, because I know that we have people who can think analytically here. We're always talking about critical thinkers in this platform. Obodoyibo are people of timber caliber. How did what Kiki say, what she said in that, what I just played to you now, Ejo Tori Olorun? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's me that I don't understand. Explain to me. That's her husband. Young people in their 30s saying, we want to do it this way. How does it translate to she's already planning divorce and separation? This is the same young girl that also said, young lady that also said that I rejected a Range Rover car because I didn't see value in that person. They were asking me not to fulfill my purpose. And I knew that long term, we are not going to work. And the kind of home that I come from, my parents will not allow me to take a car from a man I don't intend to marry. Of which some Nigerian women will still bash and say, show wine mini. Are you all right? Are you sick? Even Toke, if you see the long extended, there's another video clip, was like, you should have collected it now. You just collect it. You know now. You know how it goes. But she was like, no, my upbringing will not allow me to do that. I knew I was not going to marry this guy because this is his mindset. He believes in, I will tell you when to go, when to come. I have enough money to last you for a lifetime. So you don't need to make your own money. And I keep telling you, my brothers, please, women don't only work because of money. People, human beings generally work because we are given a purpose in life. You are the answer to a problem somewhere, and that is very fulfilling. So Nigerian women did not like it. Surprise! Who is surprised? Not me. Oh. This one really surprised me though. There's another one. I'm going to share my link now so we can have a conversation. This one surprised me because if I say that Chidi or Ebere, I don't know that one too well. I think she does mostly these Igbo movies or the Asaba movies. If I say that one surprised me, I'm not. It didn't surprise me, but this Peggy's own surprised me, and I like Peggy. Peggy got married not too long ago to that actor. Is it Fernan? What's his name? Something Fernandez or something. He's an actor as well. And she married. She didn't marry as a spring chicken or a young person in Nigeria. When we are looking at how people categorize marriage in Nigeria, you should marry. She even said it that she didn't know that Frederick, his name is Frederick, right, will marry her. So, see my utmost shock and shockitalization when I saw that this is what she said. I was like, okay, no wonder it took Frederick so long and he almost didn't marry you. Maybe he thought that he didn't have the money to maintain your lifestyle because this is how you think. Peggy said that just say you earn more than your husband, Kiki. Then bill sharing is a must. It is my husband's responsibility to pay the bills, especially since he can afford it. Mine is to take care of the home and be there for emergency cases. My man won't l- even let me pay Jack. She's proud that her man will not even let her pay Jack. To be honest, this is the mindset of the average Nigerian woman. Okay, like I said, they want to be taken care of. So all you brothers that are going to Nigeria, again, I'm warning you. Mindset is everything. Eh? Mindsets. Real life would not to say Peggy funded Fred's lifestyle now. Ah. So she's capping. Is she capping? Not to. Egbami o, aládùúgbò. Oh my God. Let me share my link. Go to Sumi or Nigerian women. Nigerian women that will be the ones that will first collect at home. They will come on Instagram and Facebook everywhere and be advising other people. So I'm not even surprised you said that she was funding Frederick's lifestyle. To be honest, I believe it. She's forming married woman now, and she's saying that she will never contribute. So with this kind of mindset, when you come abroad, imagine how it will work in the abroad with all these our plenty bills. We're not talking about rent, mortgage, council tax, car insurance, whatever, mobile phone, name it, food, add 3 or 4 children on top, or even 2 children. So this is the mindset of the average Nigerian woman. That's why you see even young boys in Nigeria will tell you that all these girls that they try to date are always billing them. They'll tell you, give me 200,000, give me 500,000 before I date you. They monetize relationships. They make it a matter of, okay, you gotta pay. You gotta pay. And the religious people too are not, to be honest, helping matters. This is the last one I'm going to show because I showed quite a lot tonight. I didn't know I'll be able to cover so much. Thumbs up, guys. Please give us a thumbs up. I saw this video and I was like, Abajo, the churches are telling us, culture is telling us, the society is telling us. Can men really take on all these responsibilities though? Knowing how Nigeria is now. Should women still have this mindset in 2023 that I will not pay anything? My husband can. I don't understand. Your money is for emergency. What kind of emergency? In case there's an earthquake in Nigeria or what? I don't understand. So when people like this come abroad, you will see that the marriage is it is done already. Because you bring this narrative abroad and say, my husband is the one that is paying everything. I'm a baby girl. A woman is saying that I don't believe in living in a house rent free. I want to contribute. Nigerian women and men are dragging her pay. No, leave it for me. I'm capable. I'm a chairman. I don't get it, guys. I don't. It's not because I live abroad. Like I said, I've always been like this. I was raised by a woman who was very, very independent. My dad was alive. My mom was working, doing her business, taking care of business. I was not raised by a woman who was making money and keeping it. My mom said, I want to build a house. My dad said, take this piece of land and build it. And all his people came and said, how do you give your father's land? How do you give your land to your wife to build? Can't My mom said, I'm going to my father's compound. My father has given me a land. My dad said, no, you are my wife. This is my land. Build your house. And she built it. So when I'm talking, you guys need to know the kind of stock where I'm coming from. These are the kind of people that raised me. They didn't raise me to come and sit in a man's hand and fold my hand and be waiting. La, 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 la. My money is not emergency money. That is why they can collect all the woto woto. They will collect it and come online and be capping and telling us nonsense. I'm telling you. No. Even if you can pay the bills, contribute something. No. You should. then you have a voice. If you allow him to pay all the bills and he's doing everything financially responsible for the family, you are incapacitating yourself as a woman. You might think you're helping yourself, but you are not. Honestly, I'm not saying that women don't like being taken care of. Mm? But don't be a liability. I could like the kind of men that we have in this day and age. Nigerian men don't cuckoo like liabilities now. In this day and age. Uh, You see all those ones that are saying that how can you be paying in a house that you live in? Just say that you earn more. It's because do you know that she earned more? Do you know what her husband does? Because she's famous, you think she's the one that earns more. Because the assumption will make you sleep well at night. Okay. Oh.
Someone and you're not giving gifts to the person that you love, something is wrong with your love. I know that your wife's love language is money. Give her money. How can you claim you love someone and you're not giving gifts to the person that you love? Something is wrong with your love. I know that your wife's love language is money. Give her money.
Okay. That is a religious man. A pastor that is talking. Give us money. Me, I will take and I do collect money from daddy. I'm not gonna lie. I do. Okay? But I'm not gonna fold my hands and be doing. I'm working. You see, that saying that my money is my money and our money is our money. That's where it comes from. When you see women saying, my money is my money, our money is our money, this is where you get it from. So let's have a conversation. I can see a lot of people in the comment section in the studio already. Thank you so much, everybody. Give us a thumbs up. If your connection is not good, but our darling brother Adewale is first in the studio, so I'll go directly to him.
Hello,
Welcome.
Auntie B.
How are you, love?
Hello, Auntie
Welcome.
B. I'm fine. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good, my dear.
Yeah, thank God. So I don't really want to talk about our Baba Kevin Samuel video because
It's Kevin Samuel of Nigeria.
of course. I'm not interested in that. So I'm just going to talk about what Kiki said. Social media, like I always say, is an illusion. So I'm going to bring everyone back to the reality of Nigeria and the Nigerian economy.
Right.
Now, the men that handle all the bills in the house in Nigeria are those who have jobs that enable them to do that. More than 50% of the Nigerian family living in Nigeria cannot afford to have that lifestyle. There are even some families where the woman, the wife, is the one paying all the bills and the man is not even working.
Right.
That is the actual reality of Nigeria. The men that actually pay all those bills and the wife just sits at home and do nothing are the ones that have good jobs or the super rich ones. Not in this 650 naira per liter fuel economy. It's not possible. It's not possible. So
And here is
those
going to
people,
800 now.
it's even going to it's even so those men and women bashing Kiki, a lot of them are not leaving the household where their husbands or the men where they are the ones paying the entire bill. They're all
Nigerian
lying.
women, they know how to cap online.
They're
They
all
are, they are,
lying.
they are, they are even including that Chidi. They are very good at capping.
They're all lying. They're all lying. I mean, the other day we were talking about a lady who borrowed money to handle a marriage. In that
Eh.
kind of marriage, will the man handle all the bills?
Oh yeah, Mileno.
It's not possible. So let's be honest. And I've always said something. Let's think about it. If you give all your financial power, or if you let another human being like handle your entire financial bills and everything, what you're basically doing is giving that person
You're giving power
like
away completely.
complete power to that person.
They don't understand.
You know, like they have given that person complete power
That's why
because
they cannot live.
that person is feeding you, is feeding your kids, he's housing you, taking care of your light, water, everything. That person has complete power over you. So why are we surprised when men would cheat, do whatever they can, even bring their girlfriends to the house, and the wife
Mhm.
wouldn't do anything?
They
It's
can't do
because
jack.
that man has the financial power to do that. The
Hmm.
women, they know that if I leave this house today, I have nowhere I'm going to
I'm
because I don't
done.
have the
Yeah.
financial capabilities to do it. When you handle some responsibility in your house, it gives you, like, with responsibility comes some kind of how do I say it?
Value. You feel you
Value.
feel you
Exactly.
feel you feel
You
fulfillment.
feel respected.
Yes.
Nobody should get me
You
wrong.
bring
I'm not saying you
value
should
to
do
the man and to the marriage. He
exactly. No one should
knows.
get me wrong. No one should get me wrong. I'm
That's
not
what
saying you
Kiki
should
is
do
trying to
50-50.
do.
No one should get me wrong. I'm not saying you should do 50-50, but at least you should handle some responsibilities in the family because it gives you value. It makes your husband even actually respect you.
Mhm.
It's a union, but when you're doing that, when you're like the man is the only one doing everything, he has the financial responsibility. Anything he says goes. And
Let me
our
ask you,
society,
Adewale, is that they always accuse people like me that we have masculine energy. I've accepted it. I'm okay. As long as I'm not bringing the masculine energy to you and my husband says, oh, all right. But let me ask you this, Adewale. Is that what they call feminine energy for you to be a dullard in your husband's house and you contribute nothing?
I don't think so. For me, I don't.
Contribute to
I,
carry
I, I don't like to.
and
I
cook.
don't think so. And to be honest, I don't understand, and I don't like to delve into this masculine, feminine energy thing because for me, it's confusing. Because sometimes they say something, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm feminine in this. I
We
don't
know
know.
now that they always capping. They don't say what they are
Like
doing.
it's like this masculine, feminine energy thing. It's like for me, it's social media talk. Everyone is trying to be like a relationship expert, and then they say
Experts
these things
like that, your uncle.
exactly like our Baba Kevin. Ikorobi Kevin Samuels. Exactly. They're always trying to. It's clickbait because they're going to say something controversial, and some people can relate to it because it's coming from their fears or maybe something bad happened in their relationship, so it goes viral easily. But in the reality, like the reality of what happens in the real world, it's very different. It's very different. A man making 70,000 naira a month in Nigeria cannot handle all the responsibility in his family.
Let me take this
Then
comment too. I'm seeing a comment here from Itua. I struggle to pronounce the name. It's Tu Itua Tien Rabot TV. She said that's evidence in poverty. Will Regina Daniel be paying bills in her husband's house? You mean their
she's,
husbands? No,
I mean,
Adewale,
you're
hold on,
even
hold on.
making.
No, Adewale, hold on, hold on. You mean their husband, right? Because there are about five or how many wives there. Is their
I know
husbands,
10.
and she's
I
married to
know
an
10.
ancestor. So is that really a good example for us to emulate or to talk about marriages in this day and age?
I mean, that comment
Daniel
is actually
married money. She married an ancestor for money.
exactly.
So we can't.
Exactly. That this comment is
Sorry,
actually making my point.
no, that's
This
not
comment is
a good
actually making my
example.
point.
Mhm.
That's what a great. This comment is actually making my point. It's
In a country where there's equilibrium and everybody has the same opportunities, and she wasn't born into maybe her father, whatever, her mother raised her and propped her up to marry a man that's old enough to be her grandfather. There's no way Regina Daniel will marry a man like that. She
of
married
course.
money. So we can't even bring that into the equation, my sister.
That's actually even making my point. It's men like Regina Daniels' husband that actually pay all the bills, and that's like an extreme case. Most men, even in Nigeria, don't make up to a
And she's
hundred
sharing
thousand naira a
husbands.
month.
Do you know how many children the man
Exactly.
had before he married her? I feel like
So
if you want to share husband, you better make sure you are sharing one that can, is of that stature. That is the only reason
yeah,
why anybody should share. I don't believe anybody should share husband, but okay, at least the Shade Okoyas, the Regina Daniels, and the Ned Nwoko. Shebi is a senator now. At least Owo Wambe, not your brother. Whenever chop belle full for where he dey. What's it be his name? You're all.
Yeah, so
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not surprised that Kiki made that statement. I've always seen her as like a very exposed, industrious woman. I mean, there was a time she was talking about her husband and how she met him. She just said they met and they had a discussion, and she discovered that he's not the typical Nigerian man. He's very open minded, and he would, he would create an environment for her to flourish. And she married him, and they got married. So, like, whatever they do in their marriage, it's her business. It's none of her business. If that works for you in your marriage, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay. But realistically, in most Nigerian marriages in Nigeria, in our recession economy, most men are not paying all the bills. Let's be honest.
Thank you,
Let's just be
Adewale,
honest.
my darling. I appreciate you, my darling. Let's move on very quickly now. I appreciate you. Brother Adewale in the building. God bless you. Okay. Now let's go to House of Ada. Please unmute yourself and let's get on with this very quickly. House of Ada, can you hear me? Ada, are you there? You're muted though. We're not hearing you.
I'm
Can
here.
you
It was muted.
Okay. How are you, darling? You okay?
Good evening. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good.
Good evening,
Welcome.
Obodo Farm. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
having me.
Mm-hmm.
Our brothers can go ahead and keep rubbishing black people, black women. Me, I have made a decision. I'm trying a white man now. So that's me.
You
The-
know, I'm always saying that you talk like the Queen of England. The way you talk, you've decided that
I,
okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired.
no, no way. My mom,
Wow.
and to be just imagine my mom saying, "Oh, there are
Mm.
still our brothers. Just come back."
They will
In
even tell you
Igbo
to.
land, I came from Anambra, so they
Uh-huh.
believe the first daughter must be married to somebody from home.
Uh-huh.
So that was there were people that came. I would have married somebody from the west, but
Uh-huh.
oh, because I'm the first, I must stay at home. That's why I got married to my brother that I married somebody from my town. So now my mom was like, "Oh, there are so many men. When they heard you are no more, they're coming back." I said, "Mommy, I dash all of you to they should marry the people at home. As you see me now, I can't marry somebody and bring that person over. So I will start all over to tell you, oh, here, you should mellow down." Our Igbo brothers, I wrote it 96%. Even 96%, I don't want to generalize, saying na every man. But in most cases, our people is mostly, oh, she's not being submissive. And when you try to like, can you help me? Most of our brothers are like, oh, she must do this, she must do that. I don't want to do those things again. You
Hmm.
were asking a question, where did all of these things started? Our men have been taught to just provide, give money.
Yes.
Now, they can't give that money to keep the women staying at home. Now they are fighting everything. They cannot, the women are working now, they're getting the money. There's nothing again, they are confused because most of Igbo men are not romantic, they're not loving. Imagine my uncle
Oh, Ada,
who come
please.
home, impregnate my sister-in-law and go back to Cameroon. And when the wife gives birth, he will come back and he's saying, "No, women don't need love." I had to speak sense into him. The way you
Uh-huh.
want to go out there and mingle with other girls, that's the way we function. In fact, every woman that is seeing her cycle every month is like that man.
People should stop
But
it. Ada and another Ada nice in the comment section saying that Igbo men have left the chat. You guys stop it. Stop it.
let them leave. Let them leave. As I am now, you see, I'm in the season of my life. I'm focused on raising my daughter to know her worth. That is what I'm doing now. I'm in the season of my life where I am loving myself, getting to know what I want about myself.
Your
So
parents
I'm
will
not
tell
saying
you,
because
Ada, as an Anambra, Ada, that you don't only need to marry from Anambra, you need to marry a certain. I saw a video today where the woman said she's 90 something, and the reason why she never married, somebody shared it with me, that the reason why she never got married was because her parents wanted her to marry a Catholic man, and she couldn't find Catholic. That's why she's single.
no, for my dad, that won't be any issues. Like as it is now, with what that happened, my dad is the kind of person, when you're holding a Bible, anything you tell my dad, he will believe.
Mm.
So
But
when all of these things happened, my dad now have learned with what happened to me, it impacted his life as well. To never trust people because, oh, they have this big title in the Catholic Church. My dad
yes,
is even believing more people who are not in the church. If this person is being given this big title in the church and they are lying and they're going to native doctors, who am I to now doubt other
people
people
can
who
be
are not Christians but they
people
are
can be
good to me?
persuaded. The church,
Yeah.
your dad did not understand that the church is like a hospital. And people are there receiving treatment. Some are not fully cured. Some are still just starting. But I like this comment from Linda. Linda, oh, yeah. Wow, this thing you said now, it touched me. Linda said, to be honest, this leaving all the bills for the man to pay is not good. My dad fell into depression and landed into drinking because the responsibility was too much for him. He died in his 60s. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what
Linda,
I'm
I'm so
saying?
sorry to hear that.
This is what I'm saying. We need to change this narrative. Money is not something that only men can make. Some women have access to make more money than some the people that they are married to will ever see in their lifetime. God blesses us in different ways. You don't know the blessings, generational blessings that some people carry. You are married to a woman like that. Are you going to be competing with her or doing competition and say, I'm the man, I'm the man? I'm so sorry, Linda. This is what I'm saying. When I did that video and say, are we setting men up to fail? When did it become a thing that it's only men that will have money? Women cannot have money. You see? Your dad, perhaps if they've raised him and raised your mom in a way that they understand that money is something anybody can make, depending on opportunities, value, or exposure, what you come in contact with, your education, whatever. Life and chance happens. Then he will not feel this need to, you know, I'm the man, I'm the man, I need to pay the bill. Hey, Joe, please, let's help our brothers. Let's help our sons so that they can know that it's okay to have help. Because you're a man doesn't mean that you need to delete yourself. Pay a mini conny. I need to retain my control by paying all these bills. If you don't remember anything from this show tonight, please remember what Linda is saying. Her name is Linda Daogo, and she's talking about her father who thought I need to work and pay. I don't know how many kids he had. He couldn't cope. He couldn't cope. Olùrànlọ́wọ́ la jẹ́ fún ara wa. That's what Yoruba call marriage. We're helpers. We're supposed to help one another. When you marry, you are supposed to help one another. Olùrànlọ́wọ́, helper. And exactly, you know how, the Yoruba word is olùrànlọ́wọ́. In the Bible, it calls it helpmates. We are meant to help. You're supposed to help one another. So, African men, Nigerian men, please now, don't do this to yourselves. Don't do this to yourselves. It's okay. We're in this together. Don't wait for a woman to reassure you, "Hey, we're in this together. I got you. We can do this together." It's okay. Tell your wife. Talk to her. "I'm struggling, babe. Can you help me? Please." This thing is heartbreaking. The way these men have been, they've been raised to believe that, oh my, you will carry all this wahala till you will delete. When there's a helpmate there who can help you. Marshall, I'm so sorry, Linda. May God rest his soul. House of Ada. Yeah, let me just come
Auntie
to you
P, the
too.
thing don't weak me. The thing don't
Yeah.
weak me.
Yeah. Now, what you they talk just now about how some Igbo men were raised to believe that it's not.
Yeah.
We need to change it. It's okay to accept help. Not by yourself because you want to be doing. I'm the man. I can do this. I can do. It's okay. No woman doesn't want to be taken care of. A good spouse will know that if my husband has this, he will take care of me. He will know the finances that are available to the family. So you're not going to be saying, can you buy me Louis Vuitton bag when you are struggling to make rent? And that's why it's good to be open about your finances. Please, if you're not married yet, discuss finances. It's one of the biggest issues in marriage. How's about that? Go ahead, my
Yeah.
darling.
Um, so what I was saying, we don't need just money. This is something difficult for an Igbo man to understand. I will be saying Igbo because that is the people I can talk about. Nigeria is so big to generalize or say things about everyone. So we don't just need money. We need romance. We need love. And no matter how hard you try to preach this to our people, they don't understand. If you want your marriage to succeed, you need money, you need love, you need romance. It's very important. And there is something again I want to talk about, the 50-50, splitting the bills. I tend to say this, you can split bills to help, but don't say you're splitting 50-50. Because some women giving birth and staying with, we're talking about these splitting bills because we are over here. But in Nigeria, most women struggle to get job. So if the woman is at home having a child, taking good care of the kids is a full-time job. And to be, if I can have somebody that I trust enough, I don't mind some days leaving my daughter to them and say, okay, look after her for a day for me. Aside school arrangements, I have never left my daughter with anybody. And ever since I left my ex-husband since May, I have been by myself. And I don't want to hurt my daughter. And I don't want anything that will connect me to my daughter to say something tomorrow and say, oh, mommy, because you brought this man, that is how my life was damaged. Even if somebody is going to come into my life tomorrow, I have to be the sole caretaker. So splitting bills, we can split bills, but let's not make it 50-50, because at some point you'll be saying we're splitting bills 50-50. At some point you see that you are doing the whole thing, like you're taking care of the home side by yourself, buying the little things the kids need. These things do not go into the bills, but it takes more money. I will tell you how many times I have changed clothes for my daughter. I don't even remember to do things for myself, but she keeps growing, her feet keep growing. You keep buying things. These things, men don't see it as bills. It doesn't go to them, it's like minor things. So women, be careful. And when we're saying we're splitting bills, make sure you're not splitting bills and your husband is having enough to go look for side chicks outside.
Okay.
Probably, I'm thinking this is what happened to Yor and May. May was splitting bills, and Yor has got enough to stay in Enugu and be financing that woman. So we should be careful, help the man, but please make sure you are saving for tomorrow. We are not talking about, oh, this is going to like divorce or things like that, but keep some in trying to like defend yourself. And men in general, please love your wife, provide for them, be loving, be romantic. For me, I am cut off with all of these Nigerian men saying, "Oh,
Okay.
this and that."
Provide.
No, I'm not doing that anymore. No, I want
Okay.
love. I want romance. So that is me. Thank you, Auntie B.
Thank you, House of Ada, aka Queen of England. Well, I appreciate you, my darling. She says she's not doing it again. She's well done, well done, well done. Thank you, my darling. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. We are going to 2 hours now. Some people say we spent too long, but they don't know the conversations that we have here. Bamidele, you are next. Please unmute yourself, and I'll come to you, Ngozi, after that. If your connection is still not good, so I'll come to you after Ngozi. Bamidele, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Well, I have to say, in terms of, well, I'm just gonna say this because I live here in diaspora, but it's like in terms of like settling down and marriage and stuff like that. I feel that marriage should only be, you should only marry somebody that is your help, is like your like your helpmate in the Bible. So I'm not really for like, because even with me personally, I feel that, if your wife is making more money, that would be good for you in the first place, because at the end of the day, you and her are building a home together. So I don't know why you're making it an issue that you have to make more money than her, or she has to make more money than you, or whatever. So and me personally, I'm at the point in my life where it's saying that you don't have to marry somebody from your native country, or there's plenty people in the whole world that you will find compatibility with. So our culture makes it too much of an issue, saying that you have to marry at a certain age. She have to marry it right now, and this and that, and that's just the pressure where that's coming from. So that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, thank you very much. You are right about the culture. Yeah, and some men are quite okay. They don't mind if you're earning more. Just respect. Make sure it doesn't change who you are in terms of personality and the way you were when the whole thing started, the marriage or relationship started. Thank you, Bamidele. Ngozi. You Ngozi with the British accent. Is that the Ngozi?
Hi, Auntie B. How are you?
Hello, my darling. Welcome.
Thank you. This is a great topic. I know you started off just talking about something else, and then you made the point about dating out, and it's crazy how you mentioned that. I literally had to forward this like all my cousins because we talk about this like every day in our group chat, and it's something that people may not really understand or think that you're just talking or you're not really being serious, but it's something that a lot of black women struggle with, like loyalty and feeling as if like prioritizing black men and not really getting the outcomes we want, and feeling as if like the other men, and being told, not necessarily feeling that like, oh, the other men don't necessarily want us, which is not necessarily true, but it's something that a lot of women really do need to consider. But going into the Kiki topic, I saw this all on Instagram last night. It was everywhere, like all on my explore page, and I think it's really interesting because I think her perspective. A lot of people mentioned her coming from like a good family, but I don't think that's necessarily just it. Because there's people that come from good families, well-to-do families, but still believe like a man is supposed to pay for everything. So I think it's more about mindset than anything. And I think that what she says, the reason why I could relate to it to an extent is that I do think that despite how people will argue, when you're a woman and you're not bringing in money, especially in the Western world, I still think there's a level of respect a man can't really ever give you. That's
Mm-hmm.
just my personal opinion. People can scream, they'll say, no, it's not true, da da
Mm-hmm.
da da blah blah. But no, I grew up with a single mother. My mother did everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grow up with that, seeing a man has to do everything. And not to say that I don't want a man to help me and I would love it, but I just don't believe that I think it's dangerous for a woman to think that in 2023 she's not supposed to contribute if she has it. It's different if you don't have it. It's different if you don't work. That's another conversation. But for someone like Token, for example, to say that, it just sounded bizarre to me because you have all that money. What will you be doing with it if it's not to bring money into your house? It just doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know if you saw the other clip when Token has said that men don't like nice women. Because I was following all this yesterday. I was
I saw
catching up.
this. I saw that.
Yes. And this is Auntie B why I could kind of
And there's
understand.
truth in that. Yeah.
Exactly. I understand why some women have this take on why they don't believe in quote unquote helping a man, because at the same time we'll say yes, you're supposed to contribute, you're supposed to bring out, but then at the same time you'll see women who are doing this or doing the 50-50 or really helping their man, and these men don't value them. They're
They
the
get
ones
hurt the
cheating
most.
on them, they're the
Yeah.
ones getting women pregnant, they're the ones and the man that has to hustle, and his wife won't even give him $1. It will make him sit up. You know what I mean? So it's not to say that all people are the same. We don't want to generalize, but after watching that and her making that comment, which I agree with to an extent, I understand why some women stick to their mindset like, I'm not bringing out anything. Because just because you bring out, it doesn't guarantee you a better outcome. That's just the point we have to be real about. It doesn't mean that, oh, the man's going to necessarily treat you better. No, but I still will stand on, just for yourself, for self-respect. I think that when someone is doing so much for you,
Yeah.
they low key feel as if you can't leave, or like
Yeah.
you can't, like I remember my one cousin, I don't want to be too long. She's based in Nigeria, and she was talking about how her husband has to always give her allowance. She doesn't care, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And I
That's
was
where I
like,
was going. You know what, Ngozi? It's not even about doing too much so that your husband will even value you. It's about self-preservation.
it's for yourself. It's for
What
yourself.
happens if anything happens to the marriage? For instance, one of the shows I did not too long ago, I brought my friend who lost her husband in her early 40s. If she didn't have anything to contribute,
Oh
how is
yeah, I
she going to
watched that.
survive?
I watched
Right?
that. I
So
watched that.
when we say women should have their own and bring their own in, it's not even because, oh, you want to be this, that. It's all about
No,
preserving yourself in the long
I
run. If
I
anything
agree.
happens.
I agree, because I said even my mother, I talk about my mother being a single. My mother became a single mom at 35. My father passed, and
Exactly.
this nursing that people always like to talk on. We don't want to get this conversation. If it wasn't for nursing, I don't know where my life would be. And it's seeing my mother, seeing what nursing did for her, my sister, my fam. Like if I
As
can really
single
sit here
parents, so
and do
that
a
she didn't plan for. She didn't
like she
plan
didn't.
for
My
it.
mother was a stay-at-home mom. She didn't work. She had her nursing LP and she wasn't using it. My father was a lawyer, told her don't work. She stayed at home, took care of me and my twin sister, and she had to step up when he left. And just seeing that from my personal experience, no matter what your husband is, as a woman, you have to have a career. You have to have something, even if you don't use it. Even if you say I'm a surgeon. Excuse me, I'm a surgeon, I won't work. Stay at home is fine. But know that if something happens, you can go to work and take care of you and your family. It's integral. It's very important. As any woman in the modern day cannot be telling me she's relying on a man 100. I don't care how much your man is making. You don't know tomorrow. But I do think a lot of Nigerians misinterpreted what Kiki was saying. They just were just being very dramatic. They just went for the extreme. I don't think because she's saying if something happens, I'm going to take this, you're going to take that she's planning for
Yeah,
divorce.
yeah. They
She's
say
being
she's preparing for
practical.
divorce.
She's
They
being
say
practical.
it's because she earns more than her husband. That's
No,
why she's saying that.
that's not true. I don't believe that. I don't. People are saying it's because she earns more. No, I don't think it. No one did they bring the pay stubs to confirm that she's saying it's because she owns more. It's mindset. Because even someone like Tokyo, who is doing well, said that she can't do it. So will you say it's about making more money or less money? No, I'm not saying that there can't be an element of truth to that, but I think it's just really about the way you choose to see the world, your upbringing, your mindset, the way you view. Because there's insults that come along with this whole not having money as a woman or not bringing out money that people don't want to be real and talk about. And not every woman is willing to be waiting for a man to give them money. It doesn't make sense if you have the capacity to go and make money. But I think this is a good conversation, and I know, like I said, Nigeria is different. If she said what she said and she was living in America, it wouldn't even. I don't think it would even go
It
viral.
won't.
It
No,
won't even go
no,
viral. It would be
no.
just. It's the standard. It's
It's just
basic.
yeah.
Like there's nothing crazy about what she said, but for a Nigerian audience, is not the norm. So you have to understand why to them it's like, oh my gosh, people are not going on live TV or going on podcasts and talking like this openly, because that the culture there is different.
Yeah, I get that completely. Thank you so much, Ugozi. I
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Bye
God
bye.
bless you, my darling. Okay, we're rounding up now. Ify, your internet connection is still not good. You're in the studio, but I can't add you because of your. Oh, okay, now you are on. Okay, welcome. Where you join us from, Ify?
I'm joining from Greenland. Good evening.
Greenland.
Yes.
Where's that?
It's part of Europe. It's not far from Iceland. So, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm not sure I've
Yeah.
ever had anyone from there. Welcome.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah.
I I was gonna say a couple of things. So first of all, for the man that was saying do not upgrade a woman, if he is truly a relationship expert, he needs to get a new job. Because these are the sort of people that would come and ruin people's life with the advices that they give. That is just the first thing that I would like to say. And then I think the second one, I was really, really disappointed with what Peggy had to say.
Me too.
I think, I think, again, coming back from what she said, it takes wisdom, first and foremost, when it comes to finances. 50-50 works for some people, 50-50 doesn't work for some people, but it takes wisdom to do that. I personally, I did 50-50. In my marriage, obviously my marriage did not work out. And would I advise with 50-50 again? I don't know. I really don't know. And I think like I think it was the first person, Ada, that came, into the studio, what she said. Sometimes when you do 50-50 with a man, it gives them this opportunity that they are then able to spend whatever is left of their money on anything else that doesn't actually pertain to the family, without, without having a family meeting about it, so to say. And I think I did find myself there. And for me personally as well, one of the things that I say is when you're doing finances 50-50, are you also doing other things 50-50, childcare? In terms of when it comes to looking after the house together, how are you managing that as well? Because for me, I definitely felt like I lost out in the marriage because I was doing finances 50-50. I was 100% taking care of my children.
Right.
I was literally like a single married woman, and I was still doing 50-50.
Were you married to a Nigerian man?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Yes, I was. So to that extent, I kept asking myself, who is actually benefiting from this marriage?
Yeah.
Because when I earn my money, I put 50 down for the bills and everything else. When it comes to childcare, I'm 100% looking after the children. I have to beg during the weekend sometimes that please can you just take the children out so that I can rest a little bit, so that I can actually just have a little bit of time away from these children. So in that aspect, you start to think about it. And this was a man that never actually allowed anyone to help me with my children.
So you felt like you were married but single?
Yes, 100%.
Right.
100%. And I know for myself, I would go to this person and actually ask, my ex-husband and say, look, what is actually benefiting from this marriage? Because we're splitting the bills, childcare, you're not supporting, school runs, I do that, picking up the children, I do that, every other thing as well, I do that. Sometimes I would be the one to cook in the house. I think it got to a point where I was just like, I'm not going to pie myself. If there is no food in the house, you sort that out. It got to that point. So it's just a case of now, having been through that, I would definitely advise that women have your job, have what you're doing, because this person has now left me, is left my life. I'm with my 3 children, but I can tell you that what I was never able to do when I was with him, I am doing even more than what I was not able to do when we were together. And I'm looking after 4 children by myself.
Wow.
So as a woman, you need to have what you're doing, because and I understand where Kiki is coming from, no one goes into a marriage planning for a divorce.
Right.
But life happens sometimes, and you find yourself in that situation. And when you do, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Wow.
So that is my take on it. That's my take on it. And just one quick one before I go. I know that my father actually stepped down for my mother to go to school, because what my father said to my mother was, you're a woman, and as a woman, I feel that you should be educated first because of XYZ. And he allowed my mom to go to school first. And then after, when my mom came out of school, my dad went to school. Let me tell you that today, it was because my mom went to school that they were able to have a better life abroad where they're living now. If he hadn't allowed my mom to go to school, I doubt that they would have been able to actually progress to the position where they are now in life. So forget all these things about don't upgrade your woman. Upgrade your woman, but as you're upgrading your woman, upgrade yourself as well.
Okay.
That's just all I've got to say.
Thank you very much. Ify from Greenland. So thankful for you calling. Never heard of that country before. I'm learning every day. And how is it in Greenland? Do you have a lot of Black people there?
There isn't a lot of Black people in Greenland, but every time we see each other, we sort of wave and smile at each other. So
It's cold. How are your winters? Is it cold? Because you said it's
the
close to... Yeah, how are the winters?
It's close. The winters are not great. The winters are really, really not great. They're not great. So yeah, the winters are not great. I think I would like to say the winters are quite similar to Canadian winters. Yeah, but it's not that great. The winters are not great.
They're really, really cold, yeah?
Yes, they are. It can get really, really cold. Yes.
Are they in the EU or they're outside the EU?
It is part of the European Union, but like for example, like Sweden, the European Union, right? But they've got their own money that they spend. So they are Europe, but not part of the European state. If that makes sense, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, they have different ones, just like Switzerland, yeah, and different other countries, yeah. Even when the UK were in the EU, for economics and travel and all that, but not really when it comes to money. We retained our pound, which was good. Yeah, so I understand. Anyway, thank you so much, Ify, for calling me. I wish you all the very best of luck, and may God be with you and keep you and your 4 children.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you ever so much. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, that's Ify from Greenland. I'm just learning about it. I've only seen Greenland in a movie. I thought it was a fictitious country. I didn't actually know. I'm ashamed to say that, but I didn't. Okay, I didn't know there was a country called Greenland. Natu, you are here. Okay, you are going to help me to dissect the last video. I said I was not going to share video, but this Moraya's one is interesting. Let's listen to it together. Moraya decided to ask her Ekiti husband. And I keep hearing that men from Ekiti have coconut head. I don't know. This is what I keep hearing. She decided to ask Brown, her husband, what he felt about that Kiki's video. And this is what he had to say.
Hello, Brown. Is that you? Brown.
Brown is not brown.
Brown cavity. Kí ló wá wọ cavity t-shirt fún?
T-shirt company mi ni It's continental
Oh,
limited.
yeah, I know.
It's not just cavity. What is it?
Go Jerry, can record now.
No, I'm not in
She's playing it
work.
light. She's trying to,
No, let's have it.
she's
What do you
She
trying
was
to.
saying she was Kiki that had an interview with Tuke, I think Tuke whatever, and she was saying that how can she and her husband be living in the same house and no, she's not paying rent. But she feels that she and her husband should be paying rent. And lots of people are saying, yeah, no, that is your own you. If you have the means, that's your business. But most people are saying that a man should be the one paying rent fully. She said that both of us are married. We're in the house. We should both be responsible for each other. So do you agree?
No,
You don't agree?
The way you
no,
said,
I don't
you just said
agree.
no.
You don't agree with her or you don't
You
agree?
said
I
no.
don't agree with her.
Really?
I'm not going to say I don't agree with her that husband and wife should be paying rent.
Let me change this video so you can see I can record it properly.
He said
You
you
don't
don't
agree with her?
agree. The husband and
You
wife
agree with
should
her
pay
that
rent.
Yeah.
both
That's
husband and wife should pay
that's
for it?
Nigerian man for
I don't agree with her, but I'm not saying she's wrong.
Okay.
Different people have different cultural, religious background values.
I agree with him. Different people, different strokes, right? But I'm wondering how many Nigerian men in the diaspora believe this thing that Brown is saying. So that's what tells you that environment sometimes determines or is the environment that we live in that, is a reflective thing in terms of, these finances. I'm sure if Brown was abroad, he would not be saying, no, I don't agree. Because Brown will see that cohesive. Rarara.
So, but if you're looking at it from the point of view of equality, some people are of the view that the man and the woman are equal.
Me.
I am not of that view. I'm not of that opinion.
You don't agree, you don't be like husband and wife are equal.
I'm saying I don't think a man is equal to a woman. There is a bit of something higher.
Did you see that? Did you see how I chipped it in? If you are just joining the show, please go to the beginning. What did I say? I said this is how they were raised. Our brothers. There's something higher. Natu, are you there? There's something higher.
Mama, I'm here, I'm listening. Oh.
But
My
you
husband has
see,
always been like that, though.
yeah, I know.
Vocal.
I know it's not the only one. There are so many Nigerian men that feel this
It's a
way,
lot
right?
of them.
But you
It's a lot of
see,
them.
the- I always question this. I don't believe there's anything higher in anybody. We are equals. We are
Mm-hmm.
different, but equals as
Mm-hmm.
human beings because God made us equally. Okay, that's my own personal belief. He's entitled to his belief that he's higher because he's got balls and I don't have balls, right? Okay, that's fine. I appreciate that. But the question is that why is
Women
it?
have balls on their chest too.
We have balls. Not to.
Ma,
You want to
I'm
go there?
behaving.
You
I'm
want
behaving. I'm behaving.
to
I'm
by me,
behaving.
oh.
Mama, I'm
But
behaving.
you see, the average Caucasian man does not reason this way.
Yep.
They don't see themselves as superior. He say higher. That's the word he used. So that means women are lesser.
Yes.
That is
That's
the way he
exactly
sees
what
it.
he's saying.
He's not hiding it.
But that's what he knows. That's the only thing that he knows. That's how he's
Yeah,
been raised. That's the idea that's been planted in his head.
yeah. Of course, I know. I appreciate that. I'm just saying this is the reality of a lot of our brothers. That's why they cannot deal when they come abroad. That is a land of equilibrium. Everybody is a
That
level.
is the bench that Hassan was. That's why he pied his wife.
That's why you shouldn't come abroad if you think this way.
Yeah.
Stay in
Yeah.
your village on Lagos, wherever. Don't come abroad because you
Because
go
when they
man,
come here,
you
because they
forget
believe they
their
are higher, they
country.
struggle. They
Yeah,
struggle with taking care of their kids. They struggle with helping in the house. They struggle with a lot of things just because
Igbo man did
from
not
what they
create
are.
their country for one person to be higher. That's why they
I think
respect and they give the children, even the children. Our children have so much right. Sometimes it's scary the kind of rights that they
yeah.
have. They teach
Yes.
in school about their rights.
Yes. Yes. And people,
About the
this
man.
thing that these men are saying
Hmm.
that they believe in paying bills, that their wife cannot pay bills with them. If you want to sit down and weigh aside bills, what the woman does in the house
Oh,
compared to the man, it's not
jeez.
anything.
Let's not even go there. Let's finish
Because
Mr. Brown. Let's
okay.
finish Murayo is still talking to her husband, and he's very authentic. And this is, I think Murayo already knows this is the kind of man he is, and he's never hidden from who he is. It's okay. It's good for us to be authentic.
Financially, she's doing better than him, right?
Oh,
All
is
this, yeah, yes,
eh,
yes, yes, she
I don't.
is. They can
Eh,
hide all they want to hide. We have receipts.
eh. Are they just forming? And they're
They
doing
are
this
forming,
for.
oh,
This is
and
just
she did. A lot
ego
of people
and
are. Yes, now all these women that will say, "I won't pay 50, they're the same people they want to buy house. They will say, "I'll put 100,000 down. I'll put 200,000 down." They'll be paying the mortgage subsequently. Where did that money come from?
let's see. Let's see what
And
you have
let
to.
him put the down payment now.
Let's see,
Go
because
ahead.
he's not sounding like somebody that would take a dime from his wife, oh, as an Ekiti man that he is.
So if I'm saying if you're not equal, I think the bigger burden should always be carried by the man.
Okay, let me. I'm going to turn this around so that you and I can show, because there's a perspective she said. She said something about if anything happens, when a man and woman just scatter it, and the man will say, "Get out of my house, Crow, let me get out of the Crow, no, get out of my house." If you know that both of you are paying rent, both of you own the house, nobody can they tell you to get out of the house. So that's really
You see, you're talking about a relationship that has broken down is a totally different ballgame. But assuming things were going right, I think paying of the house rent should be the responsibility of the man. And I'm talking of a man who will never have to say that to his wife, that get out of my house.
Yeah, but there's situations where it happens. Life happens. Because when you plan.
And that's okay. Oh.
Well,
I'm not querying that. Oh, I'm not querying that at all. Responsibility of
Mm-hmm.
paying rent should be. It's okay. Please pay.
if in that
Yeah,
case,
but
if that's the perspective you have, if that's how you're looking at it, then maybe if they pay the rent equally, both of them will have a right. But I don't think they should pay equally. The man should take care of the shelter. That I believe should be the traditional responsibility of the man.
Do you think it's a feminist viewpoint where, listen, both of us must share? I don't want anybody taking responsibility for me. Both of us must be part of this solution. Nobody will be able to tell me tomorrow that I handled everything, I paid for this, I paid for that. The idea really is to get both of us to do it.
I think it's normal if a man says he pays for this, he pays for that. I think that's the traditional
But
role
in
of
the
a
new
man.
world, as a woman, I also want to feel like I'm part of it. You can't take that full responsibility when you we are all part of this together. Yes, I understand you're higher as far biblically the man is in charge of the.
No, Mariah, please stop it. Biblically it didn't say higher. A leader is not higher. Please, maybe
massaging his ego.
no, maybe the English Londa Ilamu. Please stop it. Biblically, it didn't say higher. The head, it means somebody needs to drive. If we are 5 in a car and we are friends or we are family, we are driving, somebody needs to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that the driver is higher than the other people in the car. That is what leadership is. You see, sometimes I get so angry because this is why we get it wrong in Africa. Leadership is the problem. We get it wrong
Yeah.
in terms of politics. We get it wrong in family because people don't understand what it means to be a leader. A husband is the leader. It doesn't mean that you are higher. What is higher? Higher. In fact, a leader is if you're quoting the same Bible that we're talking about now. I want to end, so let me not get into it. Jesus said that the first will become you will be the one that will be the servant. When the disciple wanted to wash his feet, he said, lie. I will be the one that will wash your feet. It's a sign of submission. It's a sign of humility. Even though he was God, he was the Son of God, he was Christ. He said, I will wash your feet. So what is higher? Higher, Kenny? I don't understand. Nobody is higher, Joe. It's leadership. You are the leader. Yes. But it doesn't mean that you are higher. That's my personal opinion. Joe, am I being?
The house, but even me as a woman, I would like to participate, don't you think?
Well, if it's a discussion you're going to have, if you're going to have that conversation with your man, and if he agrees with that, but where I'm coming from, it has never been done. I've never seen it from amongst my own people.
That's not true. That's capping. Cabity.
So he probably talking about his family, Auntie B.
No,
He's
no.
probably
He's
talking about his
I
family.
beg, leave matter. I'm oye. That's big cap. I've never seen it, Kenny. Are you telling me that we don't know of all these our mothers that used to hide? Because we know in Nigeria, not you know now that when you be
Uh-huh.
sneaking the money to the man, you buy a car,
Oh yeah.
you say it's your husband that bought it for you just to make him feel
Yep.
like he's the man, he's higher.
Women that will buy house self, that
You
will
buy
buy
house, you
house
say it's my husband. I beg you, leave matter. You be paying school fees,
until,
you give the money to your husband to go and pay it. All
until
this
fight break and the
yeah,
man
it's not
drive
every
you, and then you
matter.
say I built the house.
He
And
cannot tell me that he didn't see it. He just capping. This is cap. Because we know, I'm not
TV,
saying that there are not men that did it. There are a lot of our fathers and forefathers that did it, but in most times, they are just figureheads. It is the
yeah,
wives that were giving them the
that
thing
run the house.
so
Yep.
that they can get that honor because they feel like as a woman, I can't do it. Let me just, promote him. Let me exalt him. And it's part of the
Mm-hmm.
problem because you are stroking an ego that
Yes.
is getting bigger, bigger by
Enabling,
and you're
enabling
making yourself feel as if
shenanigans.
you're making yourself as a wife and a mother feel like, oh, I'm not worth it, or no, a woman shouldn't do this. This is why we have the problems we have now.
Yeah.
For the man and the woman to be sharing the cost
You know
of
me, I get
shelter.
upset with you when sometimes you want to act as if school fees, Isha, you're thinking, I'll be telling you, let me suppose, I'm at Takupe, no, can you go?
No, you
What
see,
is that?
first of all, sweetheart, two things. For me personally, two things. I will never expect a woman to share with a man, especially our shelter and the schooling of the children, the cost of schooling of the children. Every other thing. For example, if you decide for now that, for example,
there are days you had as you know, but you know life happens.
The man is stubborn. Whereas
Yes.
the days that you be
Yes.
stuck, that's how is stuck. When you are stuck, you say, God will not allow me to be stuck. Alone, he's
You know, some
insisting,
of our men don't like reality. They're not realistic.
but he's capping now. Come on now. We
Auntie
know
V,
now.
let me tell you one quick story that I shared on the last show. My pastor
Let's
was
finish
telling
the
us, right?
video. Just hold on. It's almost done.
Happens, bro.
and I didn't mean Nihaluru Jesus.
You see?
Are you with me? You see, for example, now,
Jesus
if,
did
for
it.
example, you come now and you tell me that you have budgeted 60 million naira for vacation, that for summer you want to spend 60 million. Honestly, I would gladly applaud you and I won't complain. It's your money. You can spend. If you even ask for my own contribution, I will add to it. But I will not let my wife be the one paying for the school fees of my children or the shelter.
See,
over my
discuss.
head.
We're still going to discuss.
Are you with me?
I have a problem with that.
So
Over his dead
Kiekie
body.
has her own point of view. And I'm not saying it's crazy. I'm not saying it's unacceptable. I'm just saying it's a different point of view. It's a different perspective about life. And I don't hold that view. I don't have that perspective. And I'm not condemning anyone who has it. You don't know Kikie's background. You don't know how much her background, her religion, things around have influenced her into coming to that position where she's in. That may be the position of the modern woman. That may be the global position. I don't know. But I peculiarly, I have my own background, my own religion, my own beliefs. And all those things combined have told me that, look, you have to provide shelter and provide for the shelter of your family and for the education of your children. That's how I see it.
Let me stop it here. I'll call you another time for another issue.
Okay. Yeah.
Auntie V,
Hmm?
see, this kind of men, they're the ones that God will humble them. You block all roads for them. That you have to make them to come to their wife and come and say, babe, come and help me. Oh. You don't choke. You see the way he's talking, as if God did not send your wife to be your helpmate. Do you understand?
He said he
My
doesn't
pastor was
want
telling,
he said he doesn't need help with school fees and house rent.
see, it's fine. But my point is that there's gonna come a time where you will need that help. See, he said over his dead body. That was what he said. He said over his dead body. Really?
Let's not keep saying that because of the platform that we are
Oh,
in.
sorry.
I've
Yeah.
been having
So
issues
let me
on YouTube. I
quick
started again with their wahala.
quick story. Our pastor was telling us that when they first moved to America, right, his wife was working. He didn't worry about her money. He was taking care of the bills, everything. If she needs a car, he changed her car. Can you come? Can you come? So one day now, he now said, she said she wants to do nursing. He now told her, don't worry about work. Don't worry about anything. Anything you want, ask me. Just go to this nursing school and go and do. She was going to nursing school. He was supporting her. Everything was clean. The year that she graduated was when recession hit. And to be this man lost millions of dollars, like everything. The
Mhm.
only thing that sustained him and the reason why he's still alive, he says this all the time, it was because his wife went to nursing school. After that school, she got a job. That was his saving grace. So
Mhm.
he said, imagine he didn't support his wife that time and say, you have to work and bring money while you go to school. And now the chips go down for him. How do you think the woman will treat him? How do you think the woman will treat him? He was saying this in church with his full chest. He said everything spoiled, his credit, everything. He brought out his wallet. He said, all the credit card here is my wife that gave me. And some of them she put money to build my credit. So he said, what if I didn't treat her the way I treated her back that time? What will have happened to me now? When she was doing her PhD, he used to say, I just help her with her papers to go and sleep so that she can rest. And if he comes to church, come and be beating his chest and say he by association because his wife has PhD in nursing. He doesn't have PhD, oh, but he said because of his wife, he has PhD. He gave her that support and he's enjoying it. Do you understand? It's not a crime. My younger sister was a year old that my dad let my mom go to school and leave us with him. He was making he was making okra with tomatoes for us. There's no jargons that we didn't eat. Who enjoyed it later? It was him. So this man should stop capping saying that people should not empower their wives. Kinikon, kinikon, kinikon. Let me tell you, things don't last forever. If you don't support your wife, if you don't empower your wife, you're the one that will suffer it at the end of the day. It will
But
come back and bounce.
in this case, the wife is empowered already. He said he doesn't, he's okay. Alone, that's what he said.
And to be, that's
Mm.
why I said you are not God. You can't control things. You to get to a point where you will need your wife. I had
Mm.
an uncle he's late now. He was medical doctor. This guy was rolling in money. When he was rolling that money, he was using his one to do anything. The house that they live in now, it was the wife that went to buy that land for 25,000 in 1996. It was after she bought the land that she told him that they built on the land. Now that the man is late, that she put the house in the market, nobody even say anything. Nobody even put mouth because everybody knew where it came from. And he used to say that if not for the wife, they wouldn't have had that house.
Somebody is
Do you
saying that.
understand?
I think Moraya's husband is talking from. Shade is saying. I think Moraya's husband is talking from a place of now being financially comfortable. Earlier on in their marriage, he didn't have a job, and it was the salary of Moraya that kept the family. Oh,
Yes,
so he
yes,
accepted Moraya's
that's their
salary
story.
earlier
Yes, that's
on.
their story. Yes, that's their story. That's
Ah,
their story. That's where they started
so
from. So him
he,
coming out and saying he would never go take the
so
even Peggy.
he
Peggy should
had
take the back seat.
he had at the beginning of the marriage. He was high.
He and Peggy should go and take back seat. That Peggy, her husband talked about how she helped him to get to where he is. And she's saying that my husband will not even allow me. Go and sleep, John.
He said, "I will never have." So he was high at the beginning of the marriage.
Yes, yes, he was. He has talked about it. She has talked about it.
I
He was
see.
not started getting better. He was relieving her small, small from this thing that they
So it
now
was
moved to
true
80 and
love
20%.
at the beginning. She was the one that
Yes,
had more.
yes, yes.
That I mean,
For I
it
think
would have been
they stayed
better
for
for
like
him to
almost 4 years
no, it would have
or
been better.
more.
It would have been more comfortable. He said, at a point, when I was struggling, I didn't have a job, I wasn't doing well. You were there, but now I'm okay. So let me do it. If a time comes in the
That's
future,
better.
then that would have been more better. All this one is
That's
capping.
better.
What I see in what he was saying is pride and ego.
Chicken now.
That's it.
Chicken and pride like in capital letters.
Did you know her at the beginning of the marriage? Why did you take her money? Shebi is the same man that you when
And
you know.
you see this Mariah's husband and Hausa men, they're in the same WhatsApp group.
I
Those
beg
are the
you.
ones that will believe that because they are paying school fees and rent, you should not help with any other thing. Those are
No,
the
in
kind of
Nigeria
men
they
that
don't. No, they
these are the
don't.
kind
He
of
said I
men
saw
that their
one
wives will
video.
be in labor. These are the kind of
I
that their wives will be in labor, they will go to work for them to get the call to tell them when the wife has given birth. They will not
I
take you to
saw
the
a
hospital.
video when he was talking that he will never go abroad. He cannot go abroad and all that. So
He will pie and to be
it's
he
better for him
can't
to stay in
survive abroad.
Nigeria. Yeah, no, he
He cannot
cannot.
survive abroad.
Ego yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. The pride is too much. It's good though. No woman doesn't like being taken care of. But the way he made it sound like he has never needed his wife to contribute in a certain
Right.
level, like
After we don't
bread.
know the story.
Now you people are saying that actually she was the one that had the money when they got married, which is
Yep.
changing the narrative. Why are you not feeling so pompous as if you are you're $10? Okay, it is well. May God help
But
us. You know what?
it's such a shame, and he's passing this. He's gonna pass this thing to his son. Do you understand? The
Yeah,
cycle is gonna keep going. So that's
yeah,
just the sad thing about it.
it is well with
These are the
them.
men that will tell their sons only work and make money to provide for your family. The wife has job to take care. That's the idea that they have in their head. So even if you go to work and come back 11, you come and cook for them. That's the idea that they have.
Yeah, no, but men like this don't enter. Most men in Nigeria don't enter kitchen, to be fair, and that is okay because they can afford helps. Okay, they can afford help, they can afford chefs and all that. If Moriah is not contributing to rent, she's not paying children's school fees, she's buying food and all the few miscellaneous in the house, then she can afford to rent somebody. I even saw one place that they were living with her mother, his mother, and his a
Yeah.
lot of relatives in their
So the
house.
place where they are now, the place where they are now, they bought two houses. They bought two houses. They bought two houses, one for him and their family, for Mariah and the husband and the kids, and the other one is for her mother-in-law and her grandmother-in-law. They are
Yeah,
staying now, like close to them.
yeah.
So,
I thought I saw that the grandmother-in-law, all of them are living together.
and to be, there was a story of Gabriel Union. I was talking about they were doing 50-50. When they had an interview and her husband went in depth, he's like, he does majority of the stuff, but sometimes there are some stuff that he wants to do, and that's not what he wants, his wife wants. And what she wants is like kind of like more expensive. And you're like, okay, this is what you have for this. I'm going to chip in so that we'll get a better this. Do you
Mm,
understand? So she's
mm,
contributing because there's a lifestyle that she wants that the husband cannot 100% afford it. So if I can get the money, why not I chip in?
mm.
So if that's what Kiki is doing because that's the lifestyle she wants, it's fine by her. And the perception that she has, there's nothing wrong in that. There's really nothing wrong in that. But people saying that she's doing that because she prepare herself for divorce. Do you buy car not put insurance because you're preparing for accident in the future? No. You might end up driving the car and selling and buying another one, and there's nothing that happens to the car. And you just paid insurance like that for nothing.
It's okay.
So
Whatever works for them,
yeah.
as
So
long as
but
they are able
whatever
to
works for people,
manage.
honestly speaking.
Mm.
But
If
the
the wife,
sad
as
thing
some
is,
people are saying, is that she was born into inheritance, she's got money from her grandfather,
yes, oh
her
yeah.
father, and all that. So good. So they got a head start, which a lot
Auntie
of people
people,
don't get.
do you know what's sad? What's sad is that the women that are funding their husbands and their families are the one coming online and lying and saying that don't do
Nigerian
this. My
women will
husband
come
will.
and lie through their teeth and tell you that it's their husband that is giving them the lifestyle. We don't know ourselves. I better leave matter.
I say it all the time. My dad paid. He used to pay the bills, like the rent and school fees and everything. My dad, he never knows how much our clothes is. All the fine clothes we were wearing was our mom. His only clothes that he buys is Christmas. And there are times that the chips will go down, he still come back to her.
It's
So
alright.
just people like we
Extent.
know what we grew up and saw, but God will help us. Sha.
Thank you, my darling Natu. I appreciate you
Right,
for
mama.
your time. Please give us a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you. There are so many innuendos, and you know, these things are not, they are not usually black and white. There are so many things in between. So somebody who is seeing this now can come and run with it and say, Mariah's husband said, a Nigerian woman will come and say, Mariah's husband said, oh no, I will never allow my wife to pay rent. And then you go and marry a guy that is struggling, and you expect that you shouldn't help. That Shebi Mariah's husband is not paying rent and children's school fees. So even if you have money, some women will now say, this money, that's where, as again, I'm repeating it. Your money is our money, and my money is my money. That's where it comes from. She'll now go and hide it and say, and you will see your husband, or you see someone you are sharing your life with struggling, and you say, Mariah's husband say, Olorun Jenha, you two, why are you hiding? Why are you hiding? Can't you be like Mariah's husband? Please, Nigerian couples, believe whatever they tell you online at your own risk. You are hearing people who knows them now saying, eh, eh, they have, she comes from a wealthy home. She has inheritance, and they were living off her at the beginning. So if it's not high now, they know their story. Please be careful, because all these people, I'm not saying he's lying, but I'm just saying it would have been beneficial for him to at least tell people, when we got married, though, it was not so easy. Oh. Babe, you were there for me. I just feel like now that I'm making it in business, it's my turn. We are not hearing that. Àgbọ́n yẹn o. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ha ni mò ń rí. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ha o. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ha lágbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù. Nobody wants to ha. Haing is not a good thing. To be high is not a good thing. I swear. Even people that are high, they don't want to high. But life happens, okay? What is good is for us to, let's be kind to one another. Let's just be kind to one another. The Bible says that olùrànlọ́wọ́ la jẹ́ fún ara wa. We are helpmates. Okay? And all you women that are shading Kiekie. Okay, oh. It's okay. Mona no come abroad. Mona just stay for Nigeria. Mona they have to each other for there. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you for being here. Still promoting our online business. If you are trying to leverage your income, you want another source of income, you want to have multiple streams of income, please go to www.bridgetekpo.com. Put your email address there and learn more about online business. How do you start your own online business? It's very, very simple, straightforward. Just go to www.bridgetekpo.com. That's the website there. Put your name and email and learn more about starting your very, very flexible online business to increase your earning power. It takes little or no time, and anybody can do it. You don't need to be an IT specialist or to be a guru. It's a legitimate business. People are already making a lot of money from it. Join the team and learn more. Just put your email address and your name there and learn more about the business. Okay? Thank you very much to everybody that has contacted us. If you've not booked your coaching, please book your coaching section and get to learn more. That's where you have all the information regarding the business. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you, and I will see you in my next one. Give us a thumbs up. Please like this video, subscribe, and share. And I will see you on Thursday. All right? Thank you so much. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, DM me or send it to me on WhatsApp, and we will look at it. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.